Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we will start a new series Angular 17. In that series, we will create a web application using Angular 17 and try to explore a new features of Angular. So, my name is Shubham Modak and let's jump into it. So before creating an application, let's brush up some point about the Angular. So what is the Angular? Angular is a TypeScript based front-end web application which is used to create a single page application. Angular is designed by the Google, and there is a lots of developer worldwide to contributing. It's a community project. Angular is one of the most popular framework UI designing platform today. Angular has significant advantages as a framework, while also providing a common architecture for developers to work with. It allows developers to create a large application and maintain. So, okay, so next about the evolution of Angular. Everyone heard about the Angular JS, and many more are confused about the Angular JS and Angular. So let me clear. First version of Angular is called Angular JS, which is used to develop by a JavaScript language, and that's why it's called Angular JS. But the next version they are used a TypeScript language, and that's why they just called Angular. So we let's talk about some difference about the Angular JS and Angular. So first of all, architecture. Angular JS use a MVC architecture, but Angular use a component architecture. Okay, the next one, AngularJS use a JavaScript language, which is a dynamically typed language. But in Angular, use a TypeScript language, which is a statically typed language, and it's a superset of Java. By using a statically typed language, Angular provides a better performance while a developing language application. After that, mobile support. AngularJS does not provide a mobile support, but Angular is supported by all popular mobile browsers. The next structure. While developing a large application, the process of maintaining the code becomes very tedious in a case of AngularJS. But in a case of Angular, it's easier to maintain the longest application because they have a small piece of project called as a component. The next, expression syntax. Using AngularJS, we need to remember all type of ng directives to bind the property, but in Angular we are use a property binder as a square bracket and attribute binder as a circle bracket. So those are the main differences of AngularJS and Angular. Okay, let's talk about the key features of Angular. Angular, first of all, Angular uses TypeScript. TypeScript is a superset of JavaScript and it's a strongly typed. Then second one, component based architecture. Component is a small piece of project which has made from the main four files, which is a HTML, CSS, TS file, and spec.ts file. After that, two-way data binding. Two-way data binding is used to interaction between UI to the logic file, means the HTML file to the TS file. This is the immediate data transmission and on-click data interchange. Also, then a modular development with Angular modules. The large projects are cutted into the small pieces of features, which is called a module. The one module is completely combined with a multiple of component, then there are libraries, a route, and so on. So we can say the module is a separate small piece of project. After that, dependency injection, we can easily implement the dependency injection in a project and we can make a data secure. After that, reactive programming with a RxJS. RxJS is a library file we can implement in our project for using a asynchronous data type as for the quick response. After that, improve performance and optimization. In Angular, you it will be help to improve the performance of our application and easily code optimization. Okay. The next, why Angular 17? In that Angular 17, the performance has been increased, enhanced development experience, new features has been added, and active community support. Let's talk about the new features of Angular 17. First one is the TypeScript 5.2 support, quick recursive type check, and the second one is the new declaration control flow syntax. Those both are making a significant performance boost to the TypeScript file. Next one, no check, no missing commas. If developer missed their commas at the time of development, TypeScript 5.2 is automatically added those commas. Then build in a control flow automatic migration. Using a ng command, we can easily migrate the code. So next feature, View Transition API opt-in support. Multiple browsers such as the Chrome Opera, Chrome Android, Edge, Samsung Internet, and WebView Android support the View to Transition API. To use this feature, you can usually have to combine CSS and JS. However, with the release of Android 17, the new opt-in based support is available. This making use the new View Transaction API easier without the need to be complex code. Next one, lazy loading image, slow down page renderer. When developing a application, they use some images. So you can use the ng optimization image to manage the images. This tool can detect which images are essentially for initialized app loading. If you don't specify this image at a top priority, they will load slowly and result in longer loading time for the first app launch. But it will cannot be get a render time error. Then a setup route for unit testing. You can use you can use a provider route or a route model dot for route. It set up a route for testing instead of using a setup test route. So it will be more easy. Next one, CSS automatic removal. One of the features of Angular 17 is the automatic removal of CSS from the DOM upon component destruction. This ensures smooth application functioning and prevent issues such as the RAM overheating. So what is the conclusion of this video? Angular 17 provides a robust framework for building a modern web application, ideally for creating a dynamic, scalable, and maintainable single-page application. So those are the main important features of Angular 17. Maybe interviewer ask you some questions like what is Angular, what is the current version of Angular, what is the new features of Angular 17, then why we use Angular 17. Those type of interview question it can be made to this video. So stay tuned for more update and explore the power of Angular. If you like this video, please like, share and subscribe. Thank you for watching. Thank you.